What's good, everyone? What you see right here is a channel that I managed to blow up in under 30 days. And I don't just want to go over how to blow up type B channels the way I do it in this video, because there's a shit ton of videos on how to do that. I actually want to go over how to blow them up, but fast, bro, insanely fast. And trust me, it's not based on luck, because it's not just me that is getting these results. I mean, for me, bro, I've generated millions of views with this type beat shit. This is also another type beat channel that I blew up in under 30 days. I have a shit ton of other channels, as you can see here, thousands of subscribers. So it's definitely something that I know. And keep in mind, I'm not saying this to brag about myself, but I really want to make clear that I actually know what I want to talk about, just so you know that I won't just be yapping about shit. I literally have no clue of. Also, Pavlo from our community got a bit to more than 150,000 views in just less than a month. Raya could do that, did that as well. So there's definitely something going on here. There's definitely a strategy that you can start applying on your beats. And first of all, let's obviously take a look at my channel right quick. So I've started doing this big X type beat sample type beats. The most popular one that I have got more than 1.4 million views. It was uploaded 8 months ago. This was another beat more than 500,000 views. So I mean, there's definitely some beats that have blown up like crazy. And bro, this beat right here is the same one that Big X and Young Hood, an artist under his label, rapped on. So trust me, if you're thinking that type beats are not even worth it, bro, huge artists are still looking up type beats on YouTube. Definitely. I mean, it's literally what I'm making of a living right now, as you can see here. So definitely, I think there's some sauce and some value that you can take away from this video. Now, first of all, this is usually like the same process that I go for whenever I analyze type beat channels, but it's the most important thing and is the consistency of the channel. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to analyze in this case. First of all, what's the aesthetic of the channel? What's the niche, most importantly, and how are the beats are sounded like? These are the three most important things ever in every type beat channel. Every channel that has been successful got these three things in order. So let's go over them one by one on my channel just to kind of get an idea of what has worked for me. Now, first of all, you see that the consistency of the aesthetic has been pretty much consistently for all the uploads. In this period right here, I was testing some other thumbnails, but it actually turned out that one of them, which is the one right here, 9 months ago, more than 500,000 views. It has also worked pretty well. So just to come a conclusion of what thumbnails have worked, I can tell confidently that both of them worked. So something that you can start thinking of when you want to analyze aesthetics of the channels is you want to think them of like a Pinterest folder. If you ever used Pinterest, and you should use that, especially for type beats. Like I literally have so many folders where I just save ideas for my type beat channels. Like all of these are different niches that I'm using for my channels and for my students from Six Fig Academy. So there's definitely some you can definitely be organized so easily just by organizing your pictures like this. And if you click on any folder of mine, like for example, let's click on an obvious one. Okay, this one is one that I was building for a type B channel. What do you notice in this? Like as soon as I click on it, you can tell right away what the vibe is, right? This is definitely not a hood freestyle dark gangster type of aesthetic. This is more of a vintage sample kind of vibes, right? So you get in a mood as soon as you click into a folder. So it's the same thing with the type B channel. Why the fuck would you put fucking flowers picture on some I don't know sleazy word go type beats if they're aggressive sounding, if they got dark pianos in their melodies, you know? So as obvious as it may sound, trust me, shit ton of producers are getting this wrong. Now, in the case of Big X, I thought that since he's he was going mainstream at the time, so usually when these artists are really going mainstream, you can't go wrong if you just use their pictures as a thumbnail. But as you can see, also these hood pictures work because they share some similarities from the freestyle hood niche, which is also the one that I do on my main channel. As you can see, those are the type of thumbnails that I'm using. So they both worked well, but that's the first thing, analyzing the aesthetic of the channel. So what kind of vibe is he going for? Usually what I like to say is that you should tell how a beat from a type B channel sound like before you even click on it. I got a perfect example for this because there's actually another channel that has been blowing up recently in the same niche. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, this guy right here. I really like this channel, and I think it also covers all the point that I'm talking about here. Now, first of all, before I even start yapping, think about just what I said before. thinking of your channel as a Pinterest folder. Boom, right here. This producer has got the point perfectly. You can tell he's going for the vintage vibe. Look at that. He got like a color palette that he respecting. So he definitely know what he's doing, and it's not a case that some of these beats have blowing up. And it's also a recent channel. There's also another green flag. If they're recent videos, it means that it's a good niche. It means that this is a producer that just has started getting views, so it's not an old days channel from years ago. That's not really gonna work if you wanna get into a niche like that. So what I was saying is you should be able to tell what a beat sounds like before you even click on it. And I know that sounds weird, but trust me, it makes sense because I was telling you, like I was just saying that a couple of seconds ago. This goes like for a vintage vibe, and also there's Big X the plug sample type beat in the titles, or sometimes Big X X Big Gable. So if you associate the sound of the artist with these type of pictures, can lead you to kind of figuring out what sound this producer is going for. So it's definitely a vintage sound. Now I'm not even gonna click on this. You can go listen to this guy beats by yourself. It's just to make an example. And I did the same thing with in my case as well. Most of them I was using samples, but some of them don't even contain it. I was just putting that word to market them as Big X the plug sample type beats. And this I think it kind of matched perfectly the vibe that I wanted to go for. So this is one point, and it's the aesthetic and the vibe that you want to give to a person that clicks on your channel. Also, the reason why this is so important, because let's say I click on one of my videos, right? Like the most popular one. Put yourself in the artist's shoes. If they really like the beat that they're listening to, there's a high chance that they want to keep listening to beats from your channel. And the easiest way to make them keep listening to your channel is by having similarities with all of your other beats, right? Because let's say I uploaded a Big X type beat and it really went viral. But then on all of the other videos on my channel were like Drake type beats. If an artist really like the Big X beat that blew up, they're not gonna listen to my Drake type beats. They're gonna listen, worst case scenario, to other producers' beats, which you do not want to that to happen. So by kind of always following the same formula, you can see that right here. There's a couple of other videos from my channel that are popping up. So an artist, if I were an artist, I would have clicked on these because it's literally what the vibe that I'm going for. Big X beats. I see it's the same producer. I really like the beats, so I'm more likely to keep listening to his beats. Point one, we went over that. Second thing is the sound of these beats. I can't stress this enough, bro. If let's just start by saying that if you suck, you're gonna get nowhere. You can fucking have the perfect channel. You can have it perfectly nice looking, following a formula that has worked for other people. But like, if your beat sucks, like how is an artist even going to freestyle on that? So sometimes I have producers DMing me and being like, "Oh, Daniel, what is wrong with my channel?" I click on it. Maybe it's also, a nice looking channel, but most of the case, those beats are just not good. So, just be honest with yourself. Maybe ask some feedback to other producers. There's a shit ton of Discord communities you could join. Just join on those and ask feedback for your beats. And that's where you can tell if your beat is good or not. Um, Now, apart from that, beat is definitely important, and the reason you want to be extremely careful about that, I always go over this, but these type of views won't come if your retention is not high, and the way you build high retention is one by having a good beat, as I said. Actually, let me pull up my most popular beat, just to show you how the retention graphic is looking on that one, but I'm pretty sure it's a good one. As you can see here, after 30 seconds, it's about 90%, which is goaded for a YouTube video. And this is how the beat blew up. Got a high click-through rate, matches all of the expectations. Because you see a Big X type beat title, you see Big X on the picture. Fuck, you want a Big X type beat, right? You know the vibe that you want to go for. The beat is good. Introduction is very good because the beat hasn't dropped until 30 seconds. So there's no reason why this beat shouldn't blow up. If you get what I'm saying, right? This is the type of mindset that you need to start thinking of. And also, think about these beats, bro, as actual YouTube videos. Do not think them as industry beats, because the difference between a beat like this that gets uploaded to YouTube and an industry beat is way different. Like, bro, I'm switching something every 8 bars, and there's some beats like think about Take It, for example. That dude could be making a 4 bar loop and loop it throughout the whole song and make a platinum song. You can't do that shit on YouTube. Definitely not. Like probably if they kid started was unknown and started uploading on YouTube with that same sound that he got right now, he wouldn't have blown up because it's not just good beats, it's structuring them in a way where you know they're good for the algorithm. So you build this type of graphics right here by knowing what you're doing arrangement wise. This is very important. Now, coming back to the other dude that I was showing you, that was in my same niche of this channel. I actually want to spend a little bit more time on this channel because I think it's a very good example. The last thing is something that I really like to call the niching down method because, you probably have seen videos like this probably in the past or, just recently. And a lot of producers say, me included, I was saying, obviously, if you just copy something that is working, it's gonna work for you as well, and it's true, but to a certain extent, because obviously you can't just fucking copy and paste another producer channel and expect to get results. Like if you would have just copied strictly what I was doing here and you would have put it in your own channel, definitely that would have worked. Because why would someone listen to a new producer when there's an already established one with maybe better beats than him already popping up, right? So the niching down method is basically when you take a viral idea, like for example, Big X type beats, but as you can see, this producer definitely is not copying me. He's doing something way different, not way different, but is making it unique in a way, right? He's still using that Big X sample type beat title. Here and there he adds the year into it. Sometimes he does like Big X Big Evo. But what is he's doing different is obviously the sound of his beats that have nothing to do with mines. They're more like vintage sounding. Mine are more like more easy to freestyle on. I would say like more freestyle based. And also the type of picture that he's using. He's he knows he want to go for the vintage vibe I was saying before, right? So in a way, he's making his channel unique because there's no other channel in this niche doing this. So if someone see this type of aesthetic and the beats are also good, that's how you create a viral formula right there. I also have another perfect example on this. I really like what this producer is doing. Shout out to whoever this guy is. No jokes. Shout out to No Jokes, but I really like what he's doing because he's definitely in a big niche. Future beats, bro. They are huge. There she ton of producers already doing this future beats. So how the fuck is he blowing up? And he hasn't blown up a year ago, 2 years ago. Like he's just blowing up. This beat is from 1 month ago. This is 4 months ago and it's almost a 500,000 views. This is definitely good results. But what is he doing different? First of all, he's doing future X Metro booming. So he's niching down, as I said. And also his channel looks unique, bro. Like these car pictures, you don't see them. Like he got a viral idea that nobody else got that in the future type beat space. Before I even click here and start looking for videos following future type beat, I can already tell you that there's gonna be those classic capital letters titles and black and white future pictures as thumbnails, and thousands of producers doing that. Look, boom, boom, capital letter, black and white, future picture, very basic. All of them are the same. So when you see someone like this guy, that definitely gets your attention. Also, look here what I just found. This producer is following the same concept, and it looks like it's starting to get views. Now I'm not sure if he's buying views. You gotta look out for that. Some of the producers are buying views. It's not a great example to look for, cause that can really kill your channel. But just if you get what I'm saying, all these producers really look the same. This guy has did something different. He's also doing the Future X Metro, and you can see that all the beat that has blown up was when we like jewelry. So this also could have been a viral idea. Like this producer didn't get what made that beat blown up. But if I had to start making these Future X Metro booming beats, maybe I would have started using the jewelry picture because I'd see, okay, this beat is getting traction. He hasn't done any other beats like that. Probably, I don't know, he didn't take the opportunity to do that. But the idea is there. Maybe jewelry pictures work well with Future. They have worked with a lot of other artists that were Ghana type beats going crazy with jewelry pictures. And also he's following the niching down thing that I'm telling you, bro. You can see I'm not just saying this out of my ass. It's literally what everyone does. I did this with my Big X channel. I did this with even this channel right here that I have opened. Was doing NLE chopper beats with these stock pictures, and I also added the tag art here just to make it stand out a little bit. And I mean, this is exactly what make a beat go viral. Also, Pablo, just to go back to my students from the Six Fig Academy, well, he did very well. He used two artists that are really popping right now. Baby Chief Do It and Vanoff. Vanoff is more established, especially in the type beat space. He added the word sample and he using some pictures that make sense for what he's doing. So the classic hood outfit pictures. These are definitely the type of pictures that go well to these beats. And boom, he blown up like that. It's the same strategy that I'm telling you about. And actually, if you're interested in working one-on-one with me like these producers, you can DM me the word apply on Instagram, and we will see if I can find some spots available for my program. So everything that I'm going through here is what I did on this channel right here. Now, if I had to conclude this video saying one thing, and I'm not saying it last because it's the least important thing, but it's actually crucial. Probably I should have said this in the beginning, but a lot, like majority of the producers who start type B channels, they pick up a niche, they start uploading maybe for a week, 2 weeks, they see no results, they see no views. I see normal because it's literally normal. Look, you can see here, I started this channel on July, and by the time kind of August started, I was still getting very little views. Actually, I think I started, yeah, July of 18. And then on August of 18 is when it really started blowing up. So it's kind of 30 days there. Um, I think this channel got, yeah, 43 videos. So it has definitely blown up fast as fuck. But that would have never happened if I would have kept uploading at least for more than a month. That's like the minimum, the bare minimum. I was uploading every day, so 43 videos, it's 43 days. Some of them are actually more recent. I really started blowing up after like the what is it, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. After 30 days of me consistently uploading, I had a viral beat right here. Actually, there was this one, but trust me, this has started blowing up a lot later than this one. So 30 beats right there. If I would have just kept that last upload, which is this one, I would have never got the same results. I would have never got Big X looking at my beats. I would have never got Young Hood freestyling over them. I would have never got 7,000 subscribers and 3 million views. So you get what I'm saying. Most producers pick up a niche, they see no results and they give up. They look for another niche, they start uploading. Maybe their beats are even good. They're maybe also good as fuck at making music. But if you're not disciplined into believing in what you're doing and trusting the process, you will never see anything works. Never. Literally. But apart from this, I really hope you got some type of value from this video. I kind of went over a lot of things, so hopefully you took some notes. Maybe you can go over and watch this again if something weren't clear. And once again, if you're really serious into scaling this type beat shit, bro, DM me on Instagram the word apply, and we will see if I can find some spots to start working seriously one-on-one with you. And I say seriously because I only want to work with serious producers that really want to scale with type beat channels and start making money off their beats. So apart from this, I really appreciate your time to watch this video, bro. And hopefully I'll see you on my next videos with more sauce, more value, more vlogs, and all that good stuff. So see you, bro.